No, no, it's just to do with the fact that we were a little low on pitching, and the pitcher was coming up to lead off the next inning, so just put Cecily on it because he was going to have to hit anyway. So we needed another inning out of Torres.
For Jon, I think it's the first time in his career that he's gone 4 straight starts, giving up 4 or more earned runs. What is the level of concern at right now with what's going on with him?
Well, I'm concerned because I had yet to see him in my time here ever pitch, where he's made where he makes the number of mistakes he's made. But he's the ball to Stanton was tried to get the ball away, left it in the middle of the plate. That's just not him. That's just not him. And Dan's been trying to get his 2-seam back working, and it hasn't been, and so we got some work ahead.
Okay, who's next? Yeah, Ken.
Harry, you guys have been dominating the NL East, particularly Marlins, Braves, Phillies. The 2 straight just sort of reinforce the idea that you're going to need to do well elsewhere against opponents out of the division if you want to achieve what you want to achieve.
I agree, Kenny, totally. I mean, we got to win. It doesn't matter who you're playing. And again, the fact that we are pretty familiar with the teams in our division because we play them so much in spring training and then during the season that, sometimes you're a little more comfortable against them. But you're right, we got to win games out of the division. There's no doubt about it. And we've said all along, the Marlins have a very, very good lineup, and you got to pitch. I mean, they swing the bats, and you better pitch. And when you don't pitch, they can beat you up.
Who's next?
Sorry, with Niese, maybe more than your other pitchers, when he's struggling, do you go to, is he healthy? Because of his history?
Actually, I bet if you talk to Jon Niese, he probably hasn't felt this as good as he is right now in the last couple of years. He went on a very rigorous program this winter to make sure his shoulder was strong, and he has yet to complain about it at any time. So that's not it.
Next. Yes, sir. Go ahead.
With Todd, you talked about needing to see more from him. Is a game like today what you were looking for out of him?
Well, again, Ruben's, there was a reason why, all winter long and even in spring training, I was kind of in his corner. I've seen this guy play like this a lot. Why he has had the last couple of years the way they've been, I can't answer it. I've tried to answer with him, but Ruben Todd is a solid player, and the last couple of days have shown what he can do. He's good at bats. He's got great hands. He's got a great arm. There's no reason why he shouldn't be out there more. We just got to continue to. I'm gonna run him out there again, and hopefully this is, gets him going, and he becomes a real important part of our club because he's a good player.
Normally 5 runs is enough for you guys to win, but you guys had chances there in the first inning and throughout the game to really add some. Is that kind of deflating when you have those opportunities and you don't cash in on them?
Yeah, it is, Dan. We were talking late in the game. We circled the things on our scorecards that talked about this is, we should add on here, we could add on here, we could add on here, and it's a whole different game. And that's what you got to do. I mean, if you're going to win in this league, you got to capitalize on your opportunities. It's and there's going to be nights that someone's going to shut you down, but we didn't in the first inning. I thought that was a huge chance for us to really jump out there and add on some runs. The way Lucas and Dan have been hitting lefties, we had second and third. I really felt we were going to score a run there. We had second, third earlier in the game again that, we didn't score. So, you get once in a while, but we got to capitalize if we're going to continue to win games.
Right next, Roger.
Terry, just about Stanton. I mean, how dangerous is this guy? I mean, his batting average isn't good, but the hits he had today.
Well, Roger, I wish I could tell you we haven't seen him like this before, but we have. I mean, you got to make pitches on him, and he's an outstanding, he's tremendous talent. There's nobody with any more power in all of baseball than he's got. But you got to make pitches, and when he's up there, you've got to really focus and make the pitch. And if you miss, you miss. Just like Robles, he tried to make some pitches on him. He walked him, okay, but you just can't give in because this guy is way too powerful and does all sorts of damage to. If you think I got to throw him a strike here, you might want to take your chances with the next guy in certain cases.
Terry, is the two-seamer the biggest thing right now for John, or is it something else mechanical that he has to work on?
Well, and again, if it's mechanics thing, that's a better question for Dan. But I just know that Jon Niese is a ground ball pitcher, and we're not getting ground balls. So, and if you're not getting ground balls, it's because the two-seamer's not working like it normally does. And so that's my focus would be to make sure we get that back.
When it's with John and you're saying it's not injury related, is there anything you look at with maybe the differences in the way he prepared this off season, or is it just a bad stretch, you think?
Well, again, we got to look at everything, but he's had a couple of bad games, but earlier in the year, I mean, his stuff was very good. His curveball. Even today, he throws two curveballs. One's a double, one's a homer. So, here's a guy who's got, when it's working, as good a curveball as there is in baseball. So we've got to get these things back, and certainly if there's no injury there, we've got to look at the mechanics side and some of the other things. There's no question about it.
When it comes to Juan, you said that the injuries aren't going to get worse. Do you find it now that he's either compensating for the routes he's taking on different balls or his approach at the plate? Is that affecting him at all?
Again, it's not affecting his swings. To be honest, the ribs, it hurt him more running than they do anything. So he doesn't complain about them. Like I said, I double switched today because I needed the pitcher to go one more inning. So that was the only reason for it. That's why we try to. We knew we were running out of pitching, and with the game being tied, we knew we were going to need somebody. So we'll just switch. We'll double switch here. If he comes up late, later on, he does. But right now, I can't hit for the pitcher next inning. He's got to stay in there. So.